Thanks for all your support on our last video. My name is Ariel from Wisewomb. I will definitely be sharing all my tips and tricks on how to have it easier, faster, less painful labor. We are also going to be opening an Etsy shop that is going to be selling shirts, other merchandise, things that are going to help with labor, motherhood, and for birth workers. I'm also hoping to make a free downloadable guide that I will be putting there too. I also know of a production company that is working to make an amazing hypnosis childbirth course and guide, and they are trying to make it at a very low cost for moms to be able to get it and download it. Once I get the details on that, I will be sharing with that. Labor is like a marathon, and just like a marathon, you can't prep for it in one day. You have spent several months getting ready for that marathon. I saw someone in the comments say it takes a lot of mental preparation to get ready for labor, to have that type of labor where you show up 7-8 centimeters with minimal pain, and that is absolutely true. But I know some of you guys said that you are almost to your due date or going to have a baby very soon. So I do want to give you some tips and tricks that I think would be super helpful if I was in your situation. So my first tip is to work on labor prep. Many people will say that you don't have to do anything to prep for labor and your body already knows what to do. And I think that's totally true. But I also think that the way we live and our lifestyles that we have now interfere with some of our body's innate abilities to prepare for labor. So the first thing I would do is eat 6 dates a day, as long as I don't have something like diabetes. There is research showing that if you eat at least 6 dates a day, we have seen people show up more progressed when they show up to labor delivery than those who did not. Another thing that I would do personally is opt for a membrane sweep. The reason being is I want to promote early dilation before I go into active labor. And I know that membrane sweeps are kind of controversial, but that is what I would opt to do if it was me. The next thing that I would do is use 1 dose of evening primrose oil after I had a membrane sweep, as long as I've never had uterine surgery, including a previous C-section. There is some research showing that if you do 1 dose of evening primrose oil, it can help shorten the length of your labor. I would also do a lot of forward-leaning positions to get my baby to rotate into the most optimal position for labor. And I would also do a lot of releases at least once a day, and I have the releases that I prefer on a different video if you look through our page. I would work on eating well for the end of my pregnancy, because eating well is going to make you feel better. And if you're eating a lot of saturated foods, you're going to feel worse when you go into labor. And then one of the major things is working on meditation. I saw someone also put in the comments that they kind of gaslit themselves into staying home as long as possible and showed up like 7-8 centimeters. That's kind of what meditation allows you to do. I would do things like grounding techniques, guided meditation, body scans and relaxation, and centering techniques. My goal would be picking whatever one you were going to pick and listening to one each night and trying to relax your body as much, make your body as relaxed as possible. And then when you notice that you're tensing up, relax your body entirely again.